of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
In the first reading, we hear about the consistence of Prophet Isaiah. Prophet Isaiah is still recalling the call that God gave to him at the prenatal age, that zeal when he was young, and he's saying, and he's speaking about the call of God to him and also the difficulties encountering. At this point around, despite him preaching God, is receiving a lot of persecutions, but still is trusting in the Lord. The difference between the first reading and the gospel is that in the first reading, Prophet Isaiah is being rejected by the mob. There is no specific names mentioned here. All the people he's serving, they have turned against him. But in the gospel, we look at the suffering messiahship of Jesus in a way that there is somebody betraying him, and that is Judas Iscariot. On many occasions, some people, they said there is no need to condemn Judas Iscariot if truly the mission of Jesus was to die. The question here is not about the death of Jesus, but being betrayed. We are all aware that we shall die, but how we shall die is the point of concern. Just because I will die, so you want to kill me before. That is not the case. The the betrayal of Judas Iscariot came at a very wrong time. Even if Jesus was to be betrayed, it was not to come from his disciples. It was not to come from people who stayed with him. This became a bitter pill to swallow. This became a point to reckon about. How can your own betray you? And this is the difficulties Jesus is encountering today. But the good thing is that the betrayal that Judas Iscariot offered to Jesus is not just a simple betrayal. It's a betrayal that is going to bring for us salvation. Though Jesus will die, will be persecuted, we believe that his resurrection will bring us life. For the many times, we should not only look at Judas Iscariot as a great betrayer, we look at ourselves. The question we ask when we go for our ministry, how much will you give me if I blessed your house? How much will you give me if I blessed your car? How much will you give me if I blessed your children? The same way Jesus is betrayed by Judas Iscariot is the same way we are betraying Jesus today. We ask to be paid for our ministry. We sell the word of God to people. Not only do we sell, we established a church which is called Jesus Industry Church, a church that manufactured money. We no longer lived by the faith in the worship of the true God, but we live by the faith of materialism. We have failed to recognize the divinity of Christ. The question we ask, how do I betray Christ? The different ways we betray